Hello, this is Horror Studio 1, and this is my unedited podcast. Hello, this is Horror Studio 1, and we are once again in the unedited podcast. Today is the unedited podcast number 3. And yeah, today's going to be more of a chill day. I'm going to be talking about some things. I'm actually going to try to redo my deep web video, as you can see in the title of this video. For those who don't know the story or haven't watched my last podcast, basically, I was an idiot. I am still an idiot, sadly. And then I accidentally had recorded number 2. My second episode was supposed to be about the deep web, but I had recorded the whole episode, but I accidentally pressed delete on my machine, and thus it was gone. And I did another topic for that, and I felt that, today those emotions came back, and those memories came back, and I felt like I could revisit that and make it even better, because I just remember the one I recorded wasn't really that good. I think, I don't know, I'm just hopefully this one will be better than that one. And then so today we're gonna be talking about the deep web, basically. Yeah, not a really chill topic, but I'm just feeling kind of chill today, so I'm just gonna kind of explain some things, maybe some misconceptions people have about the deep web, what it is. Some people really don't know what it is, and although it's a really popular topic, I kind of want to explain it so you guys get a deeper understanding of the deep web. So I actually was really lazy, so I didn't really do a lot of research. I basically just opened up Wikipedia right now, and that is how I'm going to be talking to you guys about the deep web. So the deep web, also called the deep net, the invisible web, or the hidden web, it has a bunch of names, is kind of like a part of the internet that's not indexed by your standard search engines, basically Google, Yahoo, Bing, all that kind of stuff. You can't find these URLs, you can't find these websites by typing in Google. And that's what's so crazy about the deep web. The deep web is actually 90% of the internet. So basically what we all generally use, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all this stuff is the surface, the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the internet. That's 10%, 90% is the deep web. So what's on the deep web? What's so special? What's so unique about this place? It's actually a very interesting place because it really has everything. Now, the common, misconception or the stereotype is that the deep web is all basically weird kinds of porn, a lot of child porn, or a lot of weird fetishes kind of thing. And there is a load of that, I've heard. I've never actually virtually been on the deep web before, but I heard through posts, through people talking, there is actually a lot of child pornography on there, loads of that kind of stuff. There's stuff on drugs. You can get any kind of drug. There's stories, I've narrated stories actually, where it says they send it to your house. Firearms, weapons, you can get assassins on there to kill someone you don't like. All that kind of, it's every kind of service. It's things that the FBI would crack down on if they saw you opening that kind of stuff. And I heard also it's pretty dangerous there. You can go there and you can get hacked. There's no security, no firewall for your computer. You can basically get hacked, and then people can use your webcam and spy on you or whatnot. Once you get to the deep web, once you cross that line, it's a whole new ball game. Nothing is protected. It's anything goes kind of thing. And there's a lot of weird shit, obviously, a lot of creepy, disturbing kind of stuff. Animals, animal porn, like all that kind of. It's really a lot of it is really disturbing. And yeah, that's basically what it is. I actually wanted to say something as well. I was really passionate about this topic yesterday, and hopefully I want to be passionate about it, but I didn't. I think I kind of went over the top yesterday. Like, I was basically, holding onto the mic and like a rock star or whatnot, just screaming into it like, no. And the reason why I was so passionate is because I actually uploaded 2 deep web videos on my channel, Horror Studio 1. And if you guys have been with me for a while, you guys will know that when I uploaded the first one, I had a lot of views. It was actually, I think, the fastest growing video I've had. The first few days, of course. That's what YouTube told me. Like in the stats, they basically said that this video is like your fastest growing one, and I was really happy about it. But a lot of the content on there, I found it off of Reddit. And there was a post that talked about your deep web story. That's basically the name of the post. And they had 5,000 stories about people venturing into the deep web and then finding some crazy shit on there. And then I found it really interesting because that's what my channel is about. I'm not here to, okay, I have to be honest. I'm on YouTube, so obviously you want views, you want subscribers, you want people to notice who you are, or else why would you do it? Like, I'm not gonna be sitting here and saying, I don't give a shit about that. You like me or not, I'm just gonna do whatever I want. Because I have to be honest, any kind of media or any kind of this kind of outlet, there is always a commercial kind of aspect to it. Like, I love to write stuff. I love to do certain types of videos, but I realize that sometimes those ones won't get any views, and it's a very realistic approach to it. You want to do your own thing, but you also want things that people will enjoy, that people will like, that people will be interested and drawn to. But of course, the deep web videos, I myself found it extremely interesting, and I also knew that it was an extremely popular type of video right now. It's very trendy. A lot of people are clicking on it. A lot of people are interested in what's going on there. And I did that video. It was 18 plus. I think gruesome and disturbing stories from the deep web. So it was like 18 stories, but it was also kind of like a play on like 18 plus, as in it's an adult kind of video. And I actually put a disclaimer on there. I said, warning, adult content, sexual content, and I put that in the description and also in the title. And it grew very much. Like, I think expected that to happen, because I mean, a lot of these kind of deep web videos get a lot of views and a lot of attention, and I kind of guessed that it would, but I didn't think that it would get the amount of attention that it kind of did. It was really popular. It got like 1,000 views in like, I think 2 days. It was really crazy, and then it started going up. Not 1,000. It was 10,000. I don't know. I just a couple of that. Like, I remember by like the second day, I had a couple of thousand views. That's basically what I remember. And then I was really happy, but then one thing that happened to that video was that it got flagged. I'm not angry. I'm not angry that it got flagged. I expected. I actually agreed with the decision for it to flag that video, because it did have a lot of content that didn't seem appropriate for younger viewers, and I actually myself thought about flagging it, but I mean, putting a 18 plus adult only kind of barrier. I don't know how I'll just putting like an 18 plus, only adults can watch it basically kind of thing on it. But I didn't know how to do that, and now I learned. But I actually agree with it being that, because it had a lot of content, sexual content, especially in regards to child pornography. And there was a few stories that talked about that in, I guess, some graphic nature, and I agree with the fact that it's not good. It's not a good, like, that. I mean, I personally, I find it interesting and intriguing because it's so out of left field. Like, you would never realize that this stuff was possible in the world. Like, you look at humans a totally different way from just these stories, and that's basically how I wanted to make something like that, because I wanted other people to also know of things like this, and I made 18 of them. That's the reason why. And then there was a lot of stuff on child pornography that I personally felt was disgusting. Like, I fucking hate that stuff. Like, I fucking, like, I will vomit. Like, if I see someone do that to any kind of kid, I will fucking, I'm very angry about that kind of stuff as well. I'm a normal human being. I'm a normal person. I get angry at that stuff. I find it disgusting. I no way promote it, or I think it's all right. Just because I put that story in my video does not mean that I advocate it or I think it's okay. And that's kind of what I felt I wanted to address, is because I didn't want my channel to become something like that, because my channel's always kind of been scary stories, ghost. It's always had to do with ghosts and demons and, you know, monsters and basically what's supernatural. It has to do with that. It's not really one that talks about gore or violence or sex. I mean, I don't want my channel to become something like that. And the fact that it got flagged, that was like a wake-up call to me as an uploader. Is this what my channel is going to become? Like, I mean, is my channel going to be something of 18 plus? Like, that's why it's kind of stressed me out. It wasn't the fact that, okay, yes, I have to agree, it stunted my growth of that one, because a lot of people under 18 can't watch it. And, you know, that made me kind of discouraged, but I agreed totally with the decision that YouTube made. But it's just the fact that I looked at myself and the reason why I'm uploading this kind of stuff. Am I here to talk about this kind of content, or am I here to talk about ghosts and write stories and the writing, the literature? Is that what I'm here for? Or am I here to talk about sex and gore and violence and people getting raped and a girl getting killed? Am I here to talk about that kind of stuff? And then that's why I think I stopped uploading for one day, because I try to do as much as I can, like the content and daily uploads or whatnot even. And I actually stopped and I thought to myself, and I'm like, man, is this what I want to do? And after that happened, I actually had prepared a sequel to that video, a 18 plus. I think I called it Depraving and Horrifying Stories of the Deep Web. And, you know, I found those stories really interesting as well. And because some people commented on my first Deep Web video, that some of the photos I used were very, I guess, graphic as well. Especially, I think one picture depicted, it was like a real, I think, crime scene where a bunch of kids were murdered or something like that. And I thought it suited, like from an art perspective, it suited the context of what was going on with my voice and the story. But some people said that it was really disturbing to them, I guess. And yeah, I replied that person and I said, I apologize. Next time I won't, like, I'll think about it before I upload, you know, a photo like that. But I really did think that it suited very well with what I was saying. So thus I kept that photo as well. And I think one of the reasons that my video got flagged was the photos I used. It wasn't graphic or sexual, like, very explicitly, but it was kind of like, the message was very disturbing, kind of, or it was kind of, it showed basically a lot of them had, you know, people in costumes holding on to kids that were crying or something like that. And it's not like, oh, this is child abuse or anything like that. It's nothing graphic, no blood, no sexuality, but it's like what's implied, like that kind of implied what was going on. And I guess that kind of disturbed some people. And I do agree, I've stopped, you know, like now when I look at photos or what to upload, I always think to myself, rethink to myself before uploading those photos, because obviously this is YouTube, this is not the deep web, so a lot of stuff, it's like it has to be it has to be family friendly, you know. I mean, despite what we're talking about, it has to be somewhat suitable for this channel, for this platform kind of thing. So for the second deep web one, I actually I made it 18 plus myself before, you know, someone would flag it. And it's not the reason that I was afraid that someone would flag it, but it's just that I know how the game is played now, because I'm still honestly a fairly new YouTuber. Like, I've been uploading for a couple, I think close to 3 months, I think. So a lot of the stuff I still don't get, like a lot of stuff I still don't know. I mean, despite having so many videos uploaded, it's like a lot of the stuff I'm still very new to it. So, you know, I didn't know how to put the guideline to only allow 18 plus people to watch it. But yeah, I did that for that video. Even before releasing it, I put that there. And I mean, one thing about these things is, I mean, if you put it 18 plus, you can't get monetized. And I mean, I'm not here to make money, but it's just, you know, I don't hate money. Like, that's what, you know, if you watch like PewDiePie, right, he says, like, I'm not here to like make $7 million off of YouTube, but it's like, hey, if it's money, I don't hate money. Like, go ahead. Like, I mean, yeah, it's money, you know, regardless. And that's kind of the way I look at it as well. Like, the reason I do this is not to make money and to monetize every video and stuff like that, but it really helps, like, even for myself and I guess the people around me, to explain to them that I'm doing this thing, I'm taking so much of my time and effort to do this thing, and despite the views and the subscribers, there's actually some physical thing that's motivating me to do it, you know? And it's not the fact that I wanted to make millions of dollars off my channel. I've never thought about that, but it's just a way, I guess, to tell people around me, my family, my friends, that I am doing something right now. It's not just, you know, I'm not just wasting time doing this thing. There's actually something out of it. And I guess that really explains to them and allows them to let me continue doing what I love. Because a lot of times people ask me, and just the fact that I tell them that, yeah, you can actually, you know, make a living or do this as like a part-time job even kind of format, people are more accepting of the fact that I do YouTube than as just saying, oh yeah, I post videos and I get nothing out of it. And people will look at you differently, you know, and that's kind of the reason why. And back to the second video, I cut down a lot of the stories. I still found the stories extremely interesting. A lot of them weren't really sexual stories or the typical, like, I wanted to do stories that I found super kind of like weird. I really like the weird stories more. Like, I know that child pornography and drug stories and a lot of those stories are really common on the web, and I wanted to find ones that weren't that common. And actually, I will actually I have some actually right here. I mean, I wrote down some notes. I'm not gonna lie and say that I don't have any notes, okay? I don't have a script, but I have like some jot notes, so I won't have to, you know, edit it and cut it out and then go and look. But yeah, there's some of them that I wanted to talk about that you guys have commented on and I found pretty interesting. This one's actually, okay, I'll just read it. There was a German man selling pretzels, just pretzels. This was the last story of my second deep web video, and a lot of you guys were like, what the fuck is that? A lot of you guys were telling me, it's like, is that even a story? And okay, first of all, I did find this on that forum, so I didn't just like make this out of the blue, like, oh yeah, pretzels, haha, that sounds funny. Like, I didn't write this. I actually found it, and a lot of people on that Reddit post were like commenting on it. It's like, yeah, it's pretty mysterious. Like, that would be a good way to sell your pretzels. And you know, there was a lot of comments like that, but I just found it funny. Like, I found it intriguing that after all this stuff on the deep web, like this crazy, like, assassins you can hire, drugs, all this kind of crap, and then there's this guy selling pretzels. Like, it's so weird, like, out of the blue. And it's like, it's so weird that I had to include it, you know? And I did include it, and then it also kind of explains the kind of humor that I have in my videos. A lot of my videos, what I would do is I would do a really horrible, like, it would be really scary and stuff, and by the end, I like to either make it really emotional, like a lot of the ones, my most popular one is the 23 true ghost stories from the internet, and a lot of people say they've been crying or they've cried from that video, and I actually want to thank those people. It's really encouraging to get an emotional response from you guys, and not just scare you, but also make you emotionally attached to what I'm saying, and it's really, it motivates me to keep going, to be honest. And yeah, I've actually always liked to do that with my videos. I've liked to, because I realize that this is a horror channel, so it's gonna be scary to most people no matter what, like the scary music and the stories and the content, but I want to make it at the end that you guys will remember, and it's fun for me if I can do something that's emotional or that's, you know, funny, that's kind of like, oh, it's uplifting, or after all you've heard, it's like, but there's also, you know, some funny stuff in the world. Like, you don't lose hope in humanity, basically, and that's kind of the reason why I included jokes. That kind of the German man selling pretzel story. It's basically just to remind you guys that, you know, the world's not a really horrible place. And yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. And there's also a couple that I've wanted to talk about that were in my deep web videos, and I wanted to do a deeper explanation of those ones, because I found those ones either particularly horrifying or particularly disturbing or just particularly like weird, and I wanted to talk about them because they're not your run-in-the-mill usual deep web stories about, you know, that kind of stuff. It's it's really weird. The one I want to talk about first was the AIDS forum one, and this is friggin' horrifying. Like, I got emotionally disturbed by this story. Basically, if you haven't watched it, it's in my first video, Deep Web. I think it's the 5th or 6th story, and yeah, when I saw this story, I was like, what the shit? Basically, on the Deep Web, there is a forum where people with AIDS will go on there and share their, or show off their experiences about infecting other people with AIDS. That's the fucking forum. Like, there was a forum like that in this fucking world where people with AIDS will go there, show off themselves that, oh man, I accomplished this. I made this kid. Somehow I took my tragic circumstance and I put it on another human being, and I am so proud that I have to make a forum dedicated to sharing that with all you other people that are in the same situation that I am. That's the forum, the AIDS forum. And I just, man, you know, when I said I lost faith in humanity, it's like, how is that even something? Like, how can you even do that to people? I just have no fucking idea. So now you guys know I had to do the pretzel story, because I would go fucking insane if I did 18 of these just fucking stories, I'm telling you. Yeah, so that's the first one I wanted to talk about. It's really horrifying. It's really, you guys can check it out, or it's just unbelievable, and I did not believe it at all. The second story I wanted to talk about, and I found this actually the most disturbing, despite it not being, like, I guess the most horrific to everyone maybe, but personally, I have no idea why, but I just found the image in my mind to be very weird and disturbing. It's the college girl and her dog. So basically the story is, it's also in my first video, and it talks about this kid who goes online, and then he finds this college-looking girl, like this really cute-looking girl, and it's a bunch of photos. It's like a photo album. And in the first one, she's just with her dog, like smiling towards the camera. And then when he goes to the second photo, it's basically her murdering her dog. And the third one is basically her with her dog, and her dog skinned. And she has blood all over her body, and she's still smiling. And I think I don't know, I don't remember the story exactly, but I think the fourth one, like, the dog was totally, like, mutilated or something like that. But the reason why I found it so horrifying was because just the image of this cute, nice college girl, you know, in her 20s, like, she could do anything right now, but she would go and do that to a dog. And the disturbing part that will haunt me is my mind imagining the photos themselves, and the fact that she was, like, smiling happily with her cheery smile and her happy, pretty face, 22 years old, laughing, smiling at the camera, but with blood all over her face and her body, and just her dog just completely mutilated and murdered. Like, that is so weird to me. And I'm like, I did 36 of these stories, and in all of them, I really found that to be the most haunting. Like, it is a haunting one, and I think it's because I'm also part of that age range, and I have a lot of friends that are, and it's like, imagine my friends, just, you know, this cute girl, like, doing something like that is, like, it's unbelievable. Like, why? Like, you have your whole life ahead of you. You have so many opportunities in life. You are at the peak of your life, the prime, and you're doing this, and it's just the fact. I mean, it's so weird. It's so weird, and I got, you know, and I, of course, had to include it into my video because I just found it so disturbing. I just fucking had to, you know. And the last one I found really, I kind of found it comedic, but I know it's kind of disturbing, is the kids taking a poop video. No, it's not like I don't think it's like a pedophile video or anything like that. Hopefully it's really not. I just hate that. It's basically a website about, it's like eBay or something, or Amazon. I mean, is it Amazon? I don't know. Just those sites where you can buy stuff on it. And it's, they buy used diapers of babies. No, that's basically it. They buy used diapers. They sell used diapers where kids have shat in the diapers. And I think there's like a description like, oh, this kid ate, you know, vegetables before he shat, or he ate carrots, and this is carrot shit diaper. Here you go. And then people would buy it. I guess for some fetish they have, and that's fucking weird. Like, it was just, and I laughed, to be honest. Like, I have to be honest, I just like generally chuckled. I think I laughed in that video too when I was recording, because I felt it was kind of funny. Like, what? Why would you buy that shit? I mean, and then the guy that wrote it said that he saw a video of parents like cheering on their kids. You can do it, you can do it. And the kid was shitting or something. It's like, and I kind of just laughed. I was like, whoa, that's a good way to make money. No. I don't know. Would I do that? I don't know. That is just, I mean, hey, if I took a shit and then someone wanted to buy it, you know, and I get tens of thousands of dollars just for my shit, I wouldn't mind. Like, it's easier than doing YouTube videos, to be honest. I do it every day. Like, I shit every day. So, I mean, like, fuck, if you want to buy it, I don't care. Like, no, I just found that pretty interesting, but yeah, it's probably disturbing as fuck, to be honest. And actually, I wanted to say one more thing. On my first one, there was one story that I had actually forgot about when I was recording my video. It was story 10 of my first deep web video. And then, yeah, I found it interesting, and I believe that it deserves its own narration, or, you know, I'm just gonna read it for you guys just to do it. I did post it on that video. I put it in the description. I commented, but you know, I felt like I needed to just read it to you guys. Story 10. I got a call from Moot, founder of 4chan.com, on my cell phone when I was 17. It went along the lines of, you and your ex are frequently on my website. He just posted your contact info, including address, cell phone number, and a sex video. Just be ready for the creepy calls or other activity. I have handled it from my end as much as possible. My ex, who was 24, took a sex video of us without my knowing and posted it to 4chan when I broke up with him for being physically abusive in public. I never saw the video, but according to people who have seen it, you can hear him say, "I was just checking a text message," after I asked him what he was doing. So basically, if you guys missed it or whatnot, it's just this girl saying her ex-boyfriend, without her knowing, took a video of them having sex and then posted it online, and this founder of this website emailed her and told her that, you know, he's deleted it or something, because I guess she was 17, so it's illegal or something. Yeah, so that's pretty fucked up still, you know. Anyways, that's the deep web for you. That's the kind of shit you can expect if you go there. If you guys want like an actual, like if you guys, I know a lot of people are going to be interested, but if you guys are seriously interested in the topic, if you guys want to know more about the deep web, I would really recommend a YouTube channel called Takedown Man. And I'm pretty sure it's Takedown Man, or Take Me Down Man. No, I'm pretty sure it's Takedown Man. And I like his stuff. I actually subscribed to him for a bit when I was kind of researching this stuff, because I was you know, on the line, and I was look on YouTube trying to find deep web videos, and I actually subscribed to him, but then I had to unsubscribe because a lot of his stuff, like I was like kind of binging on his stuff, and I was like losing sleep. Like, that's how messed up it was. Like, a lot of the stuff, I was like, wow, like, he talks about really specifics, like he's not like me, and when I just kind of like go over it kind of thing. He goes really specific, like his videos are graphic, like he talks about it like, yeah, and the girl, and, you know, he kind of describes the story and stuff, and there's a lot of fucked up things on there. No, I'm not saying his channel is fucked up. I love his channel, but it's just I couldn't handle it. Like, it was too much for me, you know. All those stories, and he does I think daily uploads, or he uploads like 3-4 times a week. So he has a lot of stuff, and to prevent myself from losing any more sleep, I just had to unsubscribe. I'm sorry, man, if you're watching this, but it's just, no, man, your stuff is too hardcore for me, man. Like. And yeah, man, if you guys want to check it out, you guys check out his channel, and yeah, he goes a lot deeper into that kind of deep web stuff. And but of course, as I do and as he does as well, we do not recommend that you go on the deep web, especially if you're underage. One, it's really freaking dangerous. You can get hacked. There's no one protecting you, and you can stumble across a lot of illegal stuff, or just stuff that you never want to see. You can just click on a link and it'll scar you for life, basically. So, I mean, I've heard stories, like I think he's told stories where a guy was like, his friend or something watched a deep web video and then had to go to an insane asylum or something. It was really hardcore. So honestly, I think I know that feeling, you know? I just heard about it and I lost sleep. So if you watch the whole fucking video, I think it would probably make you go crazy, and it would probably make me go crazy. So I never thought about going on there. I will probably never venture out into the deep web. So that is my deep web video, and yeah. Hope you guys like this podcast. If you guys have any deep web experiences, you guys can comment on this comment section below. If you guys want me to keep doing these, you know, I don't know, daily or something like that. I mean, it's not too hard to upload, really. These ones are really a lot of fun for me, so just comment again, and yeah, thank you so much for listening, and I guess I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.